It doesn't matter what you're looking at, there is no distractions. Everything about this photo I love. The color, the background, the hair, the makeup, the facial expression, the styling, the dress, the jewelry, everything. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special reaction because we are going to be reviewing some of my top picks of the brand new challenge that was just released by the Miss Universe Philippines organization, the Glamour Shots. Now, alongside this challenge, there also comes a very important announcement, which is the top 50 candidates who made the cut. And I have to admit that I am very happy with most of the faces that made the cut, but I'm also a little saddened by some of the candidates that I was really looking forward to seeing the competition who didn't make it and that I know had a lot to offer. But you know what? I'm gonna stay positive and try to take this lightly and tell myself that they can always try on a future edition, and this is just the beginning of the journey. But for the candidates who made it, a big congrats and a big round of applause, because ladies, you worked really hard for this. But this is only half of the journey before we get a new reigning queen. And for these occasions, the ladies had to come out with a glamour shot to impress the audience, where they had to show themselves under the best positive light. Now, I did create a top 20, which will be available for you guys to watch on my Instagram page. But for the purpose of this video, I handpicked 12 candidates, which I will be giving you some critiques, some comments, some feedback, and all of that in between. I really hope that you enjoy my video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, go in the comment section and let me know if you agree with my topics, with my comments, with my feedback. If you don't like it, anything. This is a democracy. Go ahead and express yourself respectfully. Alright everyone, so without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Be strong.
Alright my friends, so let's get started with the countdown. And number 12 on my list is one of the candidates who is no stranger to my channel. I am talking about the beautiful Ain Bernos. Okay, so about Ain, we know that there is a lot of controversy about her because she seems to be one of the candidates who is bringing a lot of fan votes because of course she has a massive following, and at the same time the public opinion is kind of split. Some people say that she is not deserving of being part of Miss Universe Philippines because she is not the standard of beauty that they're used to, and other people say that it's actually necessary and very refreshing to see someone like Ain in the contest because it's bringing visibility and giving a voice to a brand new group of people who before did not have one. Personally speaking, I am more on the loving side. I think that Ain is a beautiful girl. She is extremely smart, and if you haven't watched my interview with her, please go and watch that because she was so amazing. And what I really enjoy the most about her is that besides the fact that she can deliver a lot when it comes to her communication skills, she can also deliver when it comes to her beauty. This shot is no exception because she looks so confident in the picture. I love everything from the makeup to the styling of the hair to the hand pose. I mean, she's really going out of her comfort zone here. I think that she was one of the very few candidates who was actually doing something with the hands, and to me that shows that the girl is putting in some effort. She's doing her research, she is trying hard, and that is all that I need. I did appreciate the fact that when it comes to her makeup, they decided to go with something very simple that mostly just brings the attention to her skin. She looks like she is glowing, that morena sun-kissed skin like she said. It just feels golden, regal, precious. I mean, I love it from beginning to end. Alright, so number 11 on the list, we have the amazing, the beautiful Albellio. And Cristel is another girl who has really been delivering on every single challenge this season. So let's start by talking about the elephant in the room. The girl is not facing the camera. That is such a bold move, especially for a glamour shot, but I feel like this one was very successful. When you think about it, it just puts her aside from everyone else because I didn't see any other candidates doing this type of shoulder pose, but when you look at it closely, it brings the attention to different things. So first of all, it's her profile. She can show you that very classical profile, very Cleopatra-esque that she has. Beautiful lips, beautiful nose, and at the same time it really accentuates the jawline. The decision to go with this type of jewelry, you know, very simple but yet colorful to bring a little bit of life into the picture, and the styling of the hair makes me think a little bit of like old Hollywood type of movies, you know. If you put this picture in black and white, it will just look like so stunning. Something that I've been saying about Cristel, and I think that it is still the case with this challenge, is that she has kept it very minimal for the entire competition. She's not one of the girls who is going to go crazy on the editing. She's not going to go crazy on the special effects, on the props, on the gowns, on this and that. It's just, I feel like if anything, she's just trying to bring the attention to herself as a person, as a beauty queen, and what she can deliver without all of the props that usually beauty queens tend to use. And it makes sense when you think about, for example, when she cut her hair. Now you can really pay more attention to her face, to her body, to the way that she speaks, because there is less distractions and less elements that can take away the focus from her. So in my opinion, Christelle is doing an amazing job, and I am in love with this Glamour Shot. Number 10 on my list is Janella Joy Quatan. This girl, I mean, for the past few challenges, she has really been delivering everything that I wanted, everything that I was expecting. And I feel like finally a lot more people are starting to realize the potential of Janella. There is something very classical about this picture. I don't know if it's the hair, if it's the makeup, if it's the pose, if it's everything together. But it's just very cohesive and it works in my opinion. Like most of the previous candidates that we've been talking about, she kept it very simple when it comes to the makeup, but still added a little bit of color on the lip, on the eyeshadow, and it doesn't feel like it's overly done or like it's forced. It's just Janella showing the best version of herself and putting it out there. When it comes to the hair and the styling, they went for a little bit more of volume without making it too big, you know, because sometimes the candidate might get lost in the hair, but this is not the case. Everything is balanced, and Janella herself, even if you take away the editing, the styling, the addition, everything, she is just like such a beautiful woman. So I'm happy with the headshot, and I'm happy to see her making it to the top 50. Of course, number 9 on the list, we have Miss Kisses de la Vin, or Kristen de la Vin, you choose how you want to call her. And of course, I was not shocked at all when I saw her make it into the top 50. This girl is gonna make it to the top 30, no questions asked, because she has such a big following. But I was positively surprised when I saw her headshot, because I feel like Kisses is giving us different shades of her personality and what she can bring to the table when it comes to pageantry. In the beginning, if I'm being fully honest, I got a very innocent vibe from her. It just felt so young that I was always asking myself, is she mature enough? Is she old enough? Is she experienced enough? Every single time that we have a new challenge, and every single time that, you know, the Miss Universe Philippines releases a new top, I don't know, 100, 75, 50, I feel like Kisses is really growing over time. Of course, I believe that this might be part of her strategy, you know, to not show us everything from the beginning, but just keep the audience on their toes and wondering what she's gonna do next. This particular challenge, in my opinion, she did very well because she looks fierce. Like, you can tell me her age and I will tell you this girl is at least like 27 years, because she looks confident, she looks playful, she looks experienced. And I definitely feel like she understood the assignment. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful assets of Kisses is her eyes. They're just so beautiful, so honest, so bright. I like the fact that the makeup mainly focused on the eyes. Playing with a dark eyeshadow, really just giving it shape and bringing the attention to this. And also the way that she's just staring at the camera is very hypnotizing, like it grabs your attention. And even the pose, the way that she has her hand on her neck, it feels like she's up to something, like she's planning something and like you don't know what it is, but it's making you feel stressed. That's what I like the most about this picture, is that it keeps you wondering, what is she thinking? What is she gonna do? You don't know if she's completely smiling or if she's serious or if she's just being playful. You know, that's what I enjoy. I feel like Kisses definitely is exceeding people's expectations of what she could bring to the table. Keep it up, girl. Number 8 on my list, we have the beautiful Santamaria, which in my opinion is just such a stunning girl, so beautiful. And I love what they did with this photo. First of all, I feel like Sam has been really safe throughout this entire competition up until maybe like the runway challenge, when she really went out of her comfort zone. She was trying something new with the styling. It was just like an experience. But now this time around, she is showing us a different side of herself that I have not seen yet. And it's more of this like classy but refined but elevated woman look, because naturally she has a very youthful look, which makes you think of someone in their very early 20s, but this photo really makes me think of womanhood. It's very delicate because the dress is like wide, it contrasts with the background, and even the makeup that she went for is really light. You can even see the highlight almost contrasting with the dress, and also color matching with the earrings. This is a good example of a very successful photo because the skin just looks like it's golden, like it's shining, like it's moisturized. But they still had a lot of fun in the face when it comes to the makeup. You can see some blush, you can see that they kept it simple on the eyes, but they did add those, you know, eyelashes. At the same time, when it comes to the lip, just like a bright, playful, sexy red brings the attention, baby. You cannot miss this part. keeping the hair up was a good strategy, because otherwise this would have been like a lot of elements. There's already a lot going on in this picture and it would have just been a distraction. So props to Sam for taking a risk going out of her comfort zone, but also props to her team and to the camp for putting the effort when it comes to this particular photo shoot. Number 7 on the list, it's a girl that I know that you guys are going to enjoy because she has been so good from the beginning, so consistent, and I feel like once again she's one of the candidates that fans are starting to realize her potential the more that we get closer to the top 30. Of course, I'm talking about Jasmine Umali, and this is my thing with Jasmine. No denying of the beauty of this woman. It doesn't matter from which angle you're looking at her, she is going to be stunning. But in my opinion, she's really one to go out of her comfort zone, really go out of the box and surprise the audience every single time with something different. I'm gonna give you a few examples. So when it comes to the previous challenge, the casting one, she was one of the girls who had the least amount of makeup from everyone. To me, that says a lot of confidence. If you look at her social media, she is posting photo shoots that are extremely creative and even artistic in certain cases, playing with the lighting, with the silhouettes, with everything. And this photo is no exception to that. I can already tell you that there's been some color correction on this picture, so it's been altered. However, it adds a mood to the photo, it adds a vibe that I really enjoy, and it fits Jasmine as a person. From all of the photos that I picked, I feel like this is the one that really gives me the most Hollywood vibes, you know, especially if I think of the golden age of Hollywood movies when everything was light and classy and just looking regal overall. And as if that wasn't enough, Jasmine is one of the girls who has like a very funny personality, so you get like the best of both worlds with this girl. You get the beauty, the physique, but you also get the mind and the personality and the jokes. Queen of Charot, we must stand. Let me get a sip of coffee because we are halfway through the video, and also some moisturizer for the lips because, you know, I cannot be ashy. Perfect. Number 6 on the list, we have the beautiful, the stunning, the amazing Bautista. Now, Laren is one of the girls who, she is just going to be like the full package. She knows how to deliver, she knows how to bring it on. And of course, for this particular challenge, I knew that she was going to do amazing because she's a model, she has the experience, she has the resources, she has the connections to make something beautiful, unique, elaborate, and elevated happen. So I'm going to spill a little tea. Is this her best look yet? No, it's not. I've seen better from her. However, when I was comparing the photos and putting it against maybe other candidates, I really had to give her the spot and just put her within my top 12 because, I mean, it's just beautiful. Just because we have seen better, it doesn't mean that this one is not good. There is something about Laren's facial expression that it's very intriguing. It makes me think of the Mona Lisa. I've said this before. You don't know if she's like smiling, like playing with you, or she's like judging you or what's, but there's like a lot of power and playfulness in her facial expression. Laren, in my opinion, was one of the girls who had the most elements like going on at the same time on her glamour picture. There's a necklace, there's earrings, there's a fair amount of makeup. You have the dress with the sleeves and, you know, it starts to become a lot, and in my opinion, that's why she decided to go with the hair up, which I've been praising other candidates, Sam and Jasmine, for having the hair up. I feel like Laren is one of the girls who really has like the best hairdos in the competition so far. So I was a little disappointed to not see that beautiful, you know, wavy hair all over the place. But I do understand that sometimes less is more, and I think that this was one of those situations. Regardless of that, she looks stunning. And yeah, there is nothing wrong with this picture or anything to criticize other than like personal preferences, right? But not everyone is gonna be happy with everything. So good for you, Laren, and keep up the good work. Now, number 5 on my list is one of the dark horses of the competition, in my very personal opinion, because I've been watching after her for quite some time, and this girl has never let me down. I am talking of Grace Vendiola, and baby, let me tell you about this photo. It's perfect from beginning to end. It doesn't matter what you're looking at, there is no distractions. Everything about this photo I love. The color, the background, the hair, the makeup, the facial expression, the styling, the dress, the jewelry, everything. I don't know the photographer, but I need their name and I want them to take my picture for the rest of my life. This is, in my opinion, a very simple photo. There is nothing distracting other than the earrings and the dress. Everything else, it's Grace. It belongs to her. It's like just herself. And in my opinion, that is because Grace has such a timeless beauty. This girl is not part of a trend. She is not trying to emulate anyone. She is just putting herself out there, looking the best that she possibly can and being very successful at it. She is the charm of the photo. She is the it element that really puts everything together. And although the dress is beautiful, the earrings is beautiful, the makeup, everything looks cohesive. It feels even more refined and more elevated because it is on Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I love you. Alright everyone, so here we go with the top 4 for the glam shots. And number 4 is my beautiful friend, Victoria Velazquez Vincent. What a stunning shot. That's all I'm gonna say. I was not expecting such a close-up of her face, but I feel like Victoria knows precisely what she's doing. On every single one of the challenges, Victoria has really showcased a different strength of hers. And I feel like she knew that for the glam shot, she really had to go and put her facial features out there. Victoria has big, bright eyes. Her eyebrows are just like on fleek. Goals, mama, I need you to give me the secrets. And of course, a very structured jawline and cheekbones. What I take from this picture is that Victoria has a very unique type of beauty that really belongs to her and that you can identify her no matter what. When you have candidates who look a little bit more generic, if you show a picture of them with such a close up, you might be left wondering for a few seconds, who is that? But that's not the case for Victoria. Right away, you know that it's her. From a photography point of view, I love that they did everything in their hands with the makeup, the lighting, and the editing to really showcase those strengths that Victoria already has. The cheekbones are super defined. The eyes are well contoured. I also really enjoy the pink piece of fabric that comes on the photo because it gives you a glimpse, like you can imagine what she's wearing, but it's really left to the imagination. And that's nice because it's one of the pictures that you can look at and then just fantasize about it and imagine what was she really wearing, like what was the gown like, what was this, what was that, what was the pose that she was doing. But overall, it's still a very nice glam photo. Once again, it's timeless. If you put this in 1920, if you put it in the 70s, in the 80s, doesn't matter. It's going to be successful because it's just stunning. Period. You go, Victoria. Number 3 on the list, this is no surprise, we have Maureen Rumph. Just like I was telling you with layering, I feel like Maureen is one of the girls who has the beauty, the potential, the experience, the resources, and the connections to come up with something stunning, and that is precisely what she delivered. This is a side of her that personally I have never seen. I discovered Maureen right when the Miss Universe Philippines pageant started, so I'm not very familiar with her work before, but this is brand new for me. Very colorful, very playful. It feels like it's giving me disco era vibes with the hair, with the sequins on the dress, with the bright colors. And although she is playing with much more fun elements on the photo, she is still giving you that very classical beauty, you know, very penetrating eyes, which is a good example that you don't have to compromise one for the other. You can be fierce, classical, but at the same time modern and fun. This photo is very successful in my opinion because it gives you an overall look at different elements that allow you to construct a full picture in your mind. You can see the dress, you can also see the styling of the hair, you can see the jewelry on the side, you really have the spotlight on the makeup as well. So putting it all together and considering how beautiful and how experienced Maureen is, it only makes sense that she had to be within my top 3. Maureen went the extra mile, and in my opinion, it really paid off. I have no doubt that she will be within the top 5 or the top 3 whenever the finalists for the top 30 are announced. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited to see what she's gonna bring next. Number 2 on my list, we have the beautiful Steffi Arber, and oh my god, guys, when I saw this picture on my Instagram, I actually just opened the app and the picture popped up and I told myself, oh, Catriona just posted a new picture. But nope, it turns out that it was Steffi. I feel like it was such a risk, a bold move to go with a picture where there's really no elements other than the makeup, and she kept it so simple but so effective. There's no jewelry. You cannot see the dress. As far as I'm concerned, she might be naked under this photo. The hair is completely on a bun. You can see none of it. So that forces you to just bring the attention to the face and the expression and the features and the symmetry of the face. And in my opinion, this woman is just stunning from every angle, so that was a very clever move. It's because there's literally no distractions. And even there you can tell that they went a little bit more with makeup around the eyes, but if you don't consider that, this will be almost like a no makeup look, which really attests to the fact that this is a beautiful woman, naturally speaking. Like, even if you take away the makeup, the styling, the jewels, the props, all of it. She is just stunning. I feel like most of the light is coming from the front. You can see her on the forehead, you can see it on the cheekbones, on her neck, which means that although yes, this might be a studio environment where everything is controlled, there was no crazy production or like crazy tricks coming up here to make her look like some type of way. This is just Steffi the way she is, a beautiful girl, naturally speaking. And I'm going to be honest, I was really hesitant between her and my number one pick. I was like going back and forth. I didn't know what to do. And ultimately, I made a decision based on the fact that Steffi really just focused on herself, on her skin, and showing what she has. But I honestly have to say that it was almost a tie. So good for you, Steffi. I really love what you're doing so far. Just keep it coming. And last but not least, we finally made it to my top 1 pick of the Glamour Shot challenge. And of course, you can already imagine who it is. Katrina de Maranan. Okay, I feel like it's pretty obvious that I have a Katrina bias, but a healthy bias. Meaning that I'm not just giving her props because, but she actually deserves it. This woman has been putting so much work into every single challenge that she has delivered, and even when people were criticizing her, she was still able to come up on top. I just love everything about this photo from beginning to end. The hairstyle, the makeup, the jewelry, the facial expression. Look at her smile, it's so beautiful. That's something that I really appreciate about Katrina. She looks consistently like she's having fun and that she appreciates being there. The dress is just stunning, and I love that they matched it with the background as well. It just brings like a concept, you know, like it feels like this was actually planned. There was a lot of effort and thought behind this photo shoot. And when I was telling you earlier that I was hesitating between my top 1 and my top 2, this is really the details that made the difference for me, and this is why I decided to put Katrina as my number 1. We all know that Katrina embraces her skin color so much, and that she is like a voice for people who look like her out there. So I love that every single time that she presents herself, she's always glowing, looking healthy, looking moisturized, and just so extremely confident and feeling well on her skin that I know a lot of people will watch this and they will relate and they will appreciate what she's doing. I am beyond excited to see what Katrina is going to do on the final stage whenever the moment comes, you know, for the top 30 and when we get to the actual pageant. I know it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a bloodbath because there's so many deserving candidates this year. Is just mind-blowing, but in my opinion, Katrina can really deliver and exceed everyone's expectations because she has what it takes: the personality, the beauty, the experience, the charisma, the styling, the technique. She is just so well-rounded that I'm not scared about her. I have no doubt in my mind that she can become the next Miss Universe Philippines reigning queen. So there you have it, everyone. Those were my 12 top picks for this challenge, and like I was telling you before, if you wanted to know what my entire list was, you can definitely go as well on my Instagram page and check the entire thing. But while I have you on this video, please, before you go, I want you to go down in the comment section and give me some feedback. What do you think about my topics, my reasoning behind why I chose them, my feedback to them, anything that you want to express? Constructive comments are always appreciated. Don't forget as well to leave a like on the videos that it gets recommended to more people, and as usual, just subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. Otherwise, you are missing out. Alright, my friends, so before I go, just come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.